In today's vlog, I want to talk about words of power. Using words inside of prayer or spellcraft have a very similar effect. It's to help to manifest your will, or to at least manifest your request. In the case of prayer, you're typically appealing to some sort of higher force, some sort of power beyond yourself. Whereas with spell work, it could or could not include some sort of beings of a higher plane or a different plane of existence. When you think about words, there has been symbology within words throughout history. So you see people give these speeches and they can motivate or tear people down, or lectures, or even with inside of music. Poetry can move us. Words have power. You see this personified in different works of fiction, such as Tolkien talking about how powerful the voice is. And even if you look at the Lord of the Rings movies, they're like, oh no, don't let the wizard speak, when they're talking about with Gandalf the White, when Legolas and Aragorn and Gimli run across him in the woods. They're like, don't let the wizard speak, because they think it's the White Wizard. You know, the White Wizard approaches, they assume it's Sauron. The idea of verbalizing things and resonating them, bringing them, manifesting them through words has been a concept that has been shared throughout multiple cultures. Now, the question is, though, is it the words that are being spoken themselves, the meaning behind them, or the feeling and meaning you put behind them? This, of course, is going to depend on the practitioner. In my personal opinion, I think that the power of words is a combination of things. I can see that there is value in taking words that were used before, that so many people have piled meaning into that word, that it gives it more power in essence, because in a sense, it's kind of like the idea of everybody adding to this collective whole. Over time, by reusing of either symbols or words, more and more feelings and intent are put towards that to where it becomes something more than it originally was when it was created. On the flip side of that, the intent that you put behind it, I think, is one of the most important things. Consider someone saying, I love you. If somebody says, I love you with meaning and feeling, you can actually feel that. You can hear it. It resonates and comes out into those words and then is received by the person hearing it, versus someone saying it's stale and without meaning. So speaking with feeling and purpose can come a long way when using prayer or spell. Think about someone, regardless of what your spirituality is. If you're somebody who prays to some form of a deity, take a Christian, for example, and they're praying to God or Jesus or a saint or some other form of higher power, their plea and meaning it and being sincere is something versus just going through the words. They talk about this within religious practice to mean the words that you are saying in devotion or in prayer or worship or honor, to mean them. The same thing can be said when you are pronouncing something. If you are giving someone a command, whether it be in person or a spiritual being, for example, it is said, and I don't remember exactly where this quote comes from, so this is hearsay. I'll look it up in a future video. They say that the dead have no domain over the realm of the living. So if you have a house that is haunted, one of the suggested ways to get a spirit to leave your house is to tell it to do so. You are not welcome here, leave at once. Saying that with purpose, with power, with meaning is more effective than saying, just leave, get out of here at once. But actually saying it, you have no power here, leave at once. Some people will say, like, go in peace or leave in peace. Be gone, something along those lines. Speaking it with authority and power, putting that into your voice, helps with not only the resonance, but I think helps with the vibrational quality and effectiveness of that spell, prayer, or direction of energy work. Just one of the things to think about and contemplate, the idea of words of power and what truly gives them power. What do you think? Do you think words have power because of the word that is chosen? Do you think it was chosen because it has power, or is it the meaning that we put behind those words? What about the idea of accumulated power over repeated usage of a certain word or phrase? Share your thoughts below. I always look forward to reading them. But anyway, thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.